take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo,
Yeah,
Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a Jason away. Got a new wristwatch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's up too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shawty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait. That tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my sauce. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo. Nike check.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I get ready to told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. It's that big of the guy. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Ravens 7, Seahawks nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. This is Carson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Midfield to the 48.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On first down, Carson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First target, first catch, and a first down. Here's Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Going with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Seahawks 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They run it with Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 3rd and short.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
Brings up fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you're...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, Jackson steps away to it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you call
blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and this one incomplete. Wilson. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 59 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 16 yards, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. He's going to air it out for This is caught at the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Complete.
Philip Dorsett. 58 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he will be out of bounds with a first down as they will have a 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. This time, Jackson will throw it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Seahawks 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Following the fumble recovery, Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Set on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Check. Fresno. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'll go special. I'll go special.
Now Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf.
And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Flushed out right. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go and gold. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that link, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say, so what you gon' do with that? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. You built like that.
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like Cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He was taking
the good run on 1st down, followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Allen. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And able to find John Brown. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Rolling to his left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket and wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit it. There's the penalty.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
49, guys. Mike, 49. You. Check 24, check 24. One left.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Let's go, B, let's go. Let's get this. 49.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A 39-yard attempt.
And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's go, 950.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Allen off the bootleg, rolling to his right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. On the counter, this is Singletary. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Allen's throw is complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Play action. Now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
49 to Mike, 149. Go, 14. 49.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. Fights through and now a crease. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Singletary, a 1st down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
For Dawson Knox, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
54 Mike. Check.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bills 14, Seahawks nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
right back to Dobbins on first. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
At the 21-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Throwing is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. This is Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
At the 8-yard line.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
To Greg Olsen.
8 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Kickoff for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. He uncorks it for Snead, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Jackson to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs, going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Jackson from the shotgun. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Throwing again here, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Jason Myers.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
10 more yards.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches at the 32-yard.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Harrison.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They run it with Carson, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To try again after the sack. Wilson flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Baltimore from the gun. Jackson. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a pickup of 3.
Operating from the gun. Jackson flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And all the way down to the 35.
On the carry.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
A gain of 40 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Number 8, Lamar.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
29 more.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
At 21 apiece. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
10-10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Wilson to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
At the Seahawks' 28-yard line.
Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Dobbins. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On third down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. To throw again is Wilson. And Olsen over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Wilson will throw again. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Seahawks.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Ravens' 14-yard line.
Throwing again here, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
Final score in overtime.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coupes, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First carry now for David Montgomery, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Jamal Adams coming up from a safety spot to make the play.
2nd and 7 at the 20.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Carrier brought down at the 30-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Hey, Kilo.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 40.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
With the handoff to
that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now a give, right side. Carson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. Underneath, he's got Olsen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another Seahawks.
First and goal from the 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Down Bears.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Bears first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky to Allen Robinson. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's going to take off with it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
44-yard line.
Push him back. 59 mark. 59 mark. Reload. It's our time. It's our time. Mike. 59. Let's go one more. Mike,
from the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
By the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check 26. Check 26.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Tight dog. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
From the 40 now on second down. Wilson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a give, right side. Carson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He was trying to dance in around the sideline but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their heels after that run.
Rolling to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
On second down, it's Carson, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Third down and goal.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Operating from the gun. Wilson buying time to his left. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And his kick is good.
Seahawks 14, Bears 7. Jason.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Carlos Dunlap picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They run again with Carson. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Wilson to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Gotta do better.
Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Throwing now is Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun, Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the fourth. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. Throwing now is Trubisky. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Cohen. A gain of 19 yards. And the Bears first down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because Now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
17.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.